Hey, what's up everybody? Holmes here and welcome to my character build for Bloodborne. Yeah, this is gonna be my Bloodtinge slash skill build. And a lot of people have been asking for my stats, and I am gonna reveal my stats in this video. So if anyone else asks about my stats in some other video, and you know, you guys can just direct them to this video here and it's gonna have all my secrets. So yes, Bloodtinge slash skill build. Here we go. Before anyone asks, my starting class is gonna be the noble Scion, or my origin is gonna be the noble Scion. Okay, and the reason for that is it starts off with really high skill and Bloodtinge. So that's why I chose that. Jumping into my stats here. Okay, before that, level, I'm capping myself at 100 because this seems like the level that community came up with for PvP. It's either 100 or 120. Doesn't matter. It's just personal preference, and I chose 100. So yeah, this is it. Level 100, capping myself on 100. If you guys want, you guys can go raise it to 120, and you guys can get more stats in skill, Bloodtinge, vitality, or endurance. So or if you want like Arcane, you can add that too, but I'm sticking with 100, so that's that. Vitality, sticking with 26. Good for PvP and PvE. I don't have any trouble fighting any bosses with 26 vitality. I haven't had any trouble finding any players with 26 vitality. So yeah, it gives me a good amount of health to survive, so I don't get one-shotted by players or bosses. I know some of my Chalice Dungeon bosses are more crazier, so yeah, but I still didn't get one-shotted except for the found Chalice Dungeon. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on. I don't want to go off topic here. Endurance, keeping it at 25, good enough endurance to evade and getting attacks in. So yeah, so I can get attacking on players, and I can dodge out of the way before they hit me, or they weapon spam or pistol spam, because that shit has happened a lot in PvP. So yeah, you can get like 2 to 3 hits in, or you can do a combo that you came up with, and you can still have enough endurance or stamina to dodge out before you run out of stamina completely, and then you're gonna start eating your opponent's swords or something like that. So yeah, 25 endurance, pretty good. Strength, I added 1 on strength just so I can equip the katana. Okay. Skill, leaving it at 40. Bloodtinge, leaving it at 40. This is a Bloodtinge skill build. Okay, this is not. I'm not leaning on skills, or I'm not leaning on Bloodtinge. I'm balancing it. So yeah, and I know some people are gonna ask, why don't you just go for a pure Bloodtinge? I don't want to go for a pure Bloodtinge build because I don't want to just rely on the blood form of the katana. So yeah, that's why I didn't went for pure Bloodtinge. Why? And then I know some people are gonna ask, why don't you just go for a skill build? The reason for that is because I want to be able to use katana's blood form too. I want to use both forms because when you one-hand the katana, that scales with skill. When you two-hand the katana, that scales with Bloodtinge. Okay, so I want to use both forms. I don't want to just stick with one form, because if you just go pure Bloodtinge and you barely add any skills, the attack for your one-hand move for katana is not going to be that high. So that's why I'm balancing it. Of course, you guys can add 50 on skill and then 40 on Bloodtinge. It's just what you want, you know, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, this is my build, so I'm sticking with this. I'm making it even here, and then I'm not touching strength, getting 25 on endurance and then 26 on vitality. Not touching Arcane. Don't use Arcane, not gonna bother. So yeah, I don't hate it or anything, it's just not my thing. That's why I didn't add an Arcane. Okay, in case people are gonna start asking, why don't you add some Arcane just to make it more fun? It's not my thing. Okay. So that's why I didn't touch Arcane. Let's see here. Arms. This is my weapon. Chikage. As you guys can see, it requires 10 strength, 14 skill, and 12 Bloodtinge to wield this weapon. It has the lowest scaling for strength. That's why I didn't go beyond 10, obviously, because I'm not really gonna use any strength weapons. It has a B scaling for dex, pretty high. It's above average in my opinion. C is average, B is above average, and A is good, and then S is like it's super fantastic. So yeah, B is pretty good, so that's why I have the 40 skills. Okay, S on Bloodtinge, once you plus 9 or plus 10, it'll go to S. So obviously this is like the main focus for this weapon. It's gonna be Bloodtinge, but I do want to be able to use the one-handed form of the katana without barely scraping any players or bosses when I fight them. So that's why I have the 40 skills. Okay, 40 Bloodtinge. As you guys can see, the blood attack is plus 316, and the physical attack it's only plus 130. That's also from scaling off of skill, and plus I have the gems on. That's why it's 130. Yeah. It does not scale with Arcane. This weapon does not scale with Arcane, so didn't even touch Arcane. I'm not using Arcane Arcane items anyways, so not gonna touch that. My firearm is gonna be the Evelyn plus 9. I couldn't plus 10 this because I only found one blood rock throughout the whole playthrough, and I heard people saying that you can find more blood rocks in chalice dungeons. I can't confirm that because I have not yet tried it, but there are people posting the codes for the chalice dungeons, so you guys can insert the code, and then you guys can go to that chalice dungeon and then find it there. I haven't tried that yet, so I can't confirm that you can get more than one blood rock per run. Okay, so yeah, and for obvious reasons why I chose Evelyn, it has an S scaling for Bloodtinge. Yeah, I believe most of your firearms scales off of Bloodtinge. Yeah, you can see most of them scales off on Bloodtinge, except for these aren't even firearms. Yeah, the flamethrowers, they scale off of Arcane, and surprisingly the cannon scales off of the Bloodtinge, but requires 30 strength. That's just insane. Yeah, anyways, Evelyn plus 9. I like the Evelyn because it fires off fast. I feel like if you go for Ludwig's rifle or the blender bus, it's a bit slower. That's my opinion. It's a little bit slower when you fire off your shots. So yeah, I like firearms that shoots one bullet. I know these shoot one bullet too, but when you fire it, the bullets kind of spread actually, yeah, spray, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like a shotgun, but it also costs one bullet. I like firearms that shoots off one bullet and only shoots straight. Okay, I don't like the one that spreads. So yeah, the Hunter's pistol and the Evelyn. I chose the Evelyn because it has a better scaling with Bloodtinge. Not sure if the Hunter's pistol will eventually get an S scaling for Bloodtinge when you reach plus 10 or plus 9. I'm not sure because I haven't, obviously it's only plus 5 here, and I haven't gotten it to plus 9. And the Evelyn looks cool. That's another reason why I chose the Evelyn over the Hunter's pistol. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so for my armor, actually I chose these armor based off of looks, okay? And that's the honest truth. I chose it because of looks. And that's how it is for all my Souls character that you guys see. For all the walkthrough characters that you guys see with the mixed up outfits, it's just because it looks cool. That's why I chose the set. I mean, if I wanted go for some sort of defensive buff, I would have been full on Habbo set for Dark Souls and stuff like that. But I didn't because I went for looks over stats. And yeah, so I went for the top, for the hat. I went for the Hunter's hat. And then, the Hunter's Garb. Pretty much the full-on hunter set. Everything is the hunter's set except for the gloves. This is the Gascoigne's glove, okay? So yeah, the boots or the trousers. Yep. Full-on hunter set except for the gloves. Quick items, I like to use my throwing knives. And I maxed out most of the things thanks to the Chalice Dungeon and PvP. Yeah. But yeah, I like to use the throwing knives. Poison throwing knives, it's good too, but it's more pricey to buy it from the merchants because it costs more. So and yeah, but you guys can put throwing knives in PvP if you guys want. But my favorite is just the throwing knives. It has a pretty good scaling for dex too. It has an A scaling, so you can interrupt enemies' attacks, or when they heal, you can throw at them to interrupt their heals. I like to mess with people like that, throwing knives. So yeah, that's pretty much it. For runes, here's the runes. I went for the Anti-Clockwise Metamorphosis and the Clockwise Metamorphosis. Reason being is they give my HP and stamina a little boost, so I don't have to add too much in, like I don't have to put too much points into vitality or endurance. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's why I chose these two. You guys can go for other ones if you guys want. It's just a matter of what you prefer, you know. And I like these two. And the third one, I like the Clawmark because it strengthens your visual attacks. And this is really useful for like weapon spammers in PvP. For firearm spammers, you guys are gonna have to deal with that. You guys can throw throwing knives at them just to, like, you know, shut them up because they spam their fucking rifle too much. So yeah, that's another good thing about throwing knives. But yeah, I really like the visual attacks because it packs one hell of a punch when you do visual attacks, especially against bosses. You can finish them off way more faster than you normally can because it has it's a plus 20 on your visual attacks, so that's pretty cool. And when you do a visual attack on enemy players, they'll take massive damage too. So yeah, that's why I chose this. You know, obviously you guys can put like defensive runes too if you guys want, stuff like that. More item discovery, more blood echoes, whatever you guys want. But this is what I like. The Clockwise Metamorphosis, Clawmark, Anti-Clockwise Metamorphosis, and it does not matter what order you put them in. It doesn't matter, okay? In case people are gonna think that there's a reason why the Anti-Clockwise is in the third one and the Clockwise is in the first one, okay? It does not matter. That's just how I put it there. So yeah. And the final one, this is like your Covenant rune here. It's the Oath rune. And the only one that I've gotten, it's the corruption one, because I screwed up the side quest for Eileen, and I don't know if I screwed up the side quest for Alfred. I think I did, I'm not sure. But the only one I got is the corruption one, and it's the Vile Blood Covenant, and it's the one that's in King Hur's castle upon defeating the boss, and then you wear his crown, and then it's in my Chikage video if you guys want to check that out. And you put the crown on and the castle reveals itself, and then you can talk to the queen and then you can join the covenant, and she gives you this thing. And this is the only one I have on, that's why I'm equipping this. I wanted to check out the hunter one, but I'm gonna have to do that in Entry Plus. So yeah, this is the only one I have on right now. So, and before I forget, let me show you guys my gyms. Yes, I put a lot of effort. Actually, you can find a lot of blood rocks. Fuck. Blood chunks. And then that's why I up these weapons. And yeah, these are the weapons I've been using. Like, this is the first one I'm using, and this one I used a couple bosses I need to use range on them. Burial Blade. Using this for PvP and PvP. Yeah, these two. But this is my main PvP weapon. That's why it's plus 10. And I only got one blood rock. Yeah, I didn't want to do any I didn't want to like farm for it and stuff like that. Actually, I don't even know how you can get more than 1 blood rock, except for the chalice dungeon, which I can't confirm. So yeah, that's why there's only 1. That's plus 10. And here are the gems that I'm putting it on. Okay. And I'm just gonna tell you guys this: the gems I put on, even if you can't find this, it's okay, okay? Because I just basically put the gems that gives me the highest physical attack up onto my katana. There are gems that gives you like let's see, yeah, add slow poison effects, stuff like that. Yeah, they have gems like that, but I just went for the ones that gave me the most physical attacks. So yeah, that's why it's like this, okay? I know you guys can put like scaling with skills up, and then the scaling for skill would be A, but I just went for the ones that give me attack boost. And that same goes with the Evelyn. Actually, I couldn't really add any attack boost for this one because it does not actually have any physical attacks. It has blood attacks. That's why I went for the damp Bloodtinge gem, okay? And yeah, basically when you find like a good Bloodtinge gem, just slap it onto your Evelyn if you guys are planning to follow this build. If you guys don't want to, you guys can do some other stuff with your sidearms too if you guys want. And yeah, that's pretty much covers it. Yeah. And the reason why I don't like, okay, so I'm gonna explain this a little bit more. Why I don't go for a pure skill build. Why I don't just go for like, okay, why I don't go for pure skill build and why I don't go for pure Bloodtinge build. Okay, pure skill build, I won't be able to use the transformation of the katana as efficient. Okay, I do want to use this form because it's pretty cool. And why I don't go for pure Bloodtinge build. If I use pure Bloodtinge build, I won't be able to use the one-handed katana as efficient, okay? Because this scales off of dex. This scales off of skill, and this scales off of Bloodtinge. So there's the two things here. That's why I evened it out, so I can dish out damage even though I'm just one-handing it, or I'm two-handing it. Because this, as you guys watch my HP, it will slowly zap your HP. And yeah, if someone knocks you on your ass and then you're on the two-handed form, the blood form, that shit can kill you, okay? That blood draining, it can freaking kill you, so be careful about that. That's why I have the one-handed form and then the two-handed form, and that's why it's 40-40. Also, a cool thing I want to show you guys, I don't know if much people know this, but I don't really, when I fight people that use katanas, I don't really see them use this trick, and I'm gonna show you guys this trick. And if I come across someone that uses this trick, I'm gonna assume someone jacked this skill for me, okay? This tactic for me. Yeah, what I recently found out is, okay, if you guys are standing still and then you transform your weapon, you know how he takes off the weapon off slowly? He takes out the weapon off slowly. There's a way to do damage to your enemy while you're trying to transform your weapon. So like if you're locking onto your enemy and then you're slowly backing off, and then you guys are like, you know, staring each other down, trying to like size each other up, you can if they get close, you can transform your weapon and you can press R1 to do a quick attack. So you don't have to like wait like 20 years for him to transform his weapon. You can transform weapon, press R1, and then it'll be transformed right away. Cool tactic. It also works with heavy attack. The dangerous thing about the Bloodtinge build, pure Bloodtinge build, it's when you use this blood form, you know how it drains your health, and also when you use a heavy attack, it drains even more of your health. And if you charge up the heavy attack when it's in blood form, it'll drain even more of your health, and that shit can kill you, okay? That shit can kill you, so be really, really careful. And if you want a fair fight and both of you guys aren't healing, and you're just doing a pure Bloodtinge build, you can pretty much kill yourself if none of you guys are healing, because your health is gonna be draining like crazy unless you deactivate the transformation, which will be I mean, I don't know, because if you're going for pure Bloodtinge, you're not gonna have much on skill, so your regular one-handed attack is not gonna dish out much damage. So that's why I like my Bloodtinge / skill build, because all this is just for the katana. I'm serious, all that's just for the katana. If the katana is a pure skill build, I wouldn't even think twice about adding any skills in Bloodtinge. I would just like pour everything on skill. I wouldn't even touch Bloodtinge at all. So yeah. So anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. And yeah, I explained the rune, I explained the gym, explained why I went for Bloodtinge and skill, went for the pistol, why I'm wearing this set for obvious reasons, why I'm going for the katana, because I love katanas. For those of you guys that have been following my channel, you guys should know that. For those of you guys that are new to this channel, my favorite weapon is katanas. That's why I'm going for this, okay? And when you watch my other walkthroughs, the weapon I'm going to be using the most is katanas. So, yeah, especially dual wielding katanas. Oh my goodness. And I'm going off topic here, but yeah. Favorite thing to do is dual wielding katanas. I like to tear people up like that and bosses. But too bad you can't equip 2 katanas. Well, you could, but you can't equip it on each hand in this game, so yeah. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope this video has been entertaining and helpful and enjoyable. And if you guys and girls got any more questions, you guys can leave in the comments and I'll answer your question. But yeah, I'm gonna also put out my stats on the description, so you guys can follow that if you guys want to. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and until next time, I will see you all later. Holmes out.